Jesus has influenced more people in the West than anybody else. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think Jesus, I think you're right. Jesus has influenced more people in the West than pretty much anybody else from a spiritual leader standpoint. The issue I have with the whole teaching of Jesus as it is displayed and described today is that from my memories of having walked with him, the current experience of his teachings and the way they're described is more through Paul's lens than anybody else's. So Paul, as historians have documented many times, never knew Jesus face to face, never met him. He had a vision. Paul's vision when he was walking along supposedly the road to Damascus, and he had a vision of Jesus. And the original Greek letters, in other words, the original letters written in Greek by Paul that describe all of this from the very beginning, first century stuff, in Paul's writing, etc., his words describe all this, and he talks about how he viewed his vision as the vision of Jesus and Jesus' teaching, not what the apostles who had been with Jesus for 3 years, who had walked with him, taught with him, who ate and traveled with him and so forth, not what they said. So I suggest to people, if they're interested in looking into this further, to read a book by James Tabor, T-A-B-O-R, and the book is called Paul and Jesus. I think it came out in 2012, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a few years ago, but it's fairly recent. He's a professor at the University of North Carolina in Charlotte. And what I find compelling about his historical analysis about Paul and Paul's view of what we now call Christianity, which is not what I remember to be Jesus' teaching on the of all this. What I find compelling about Tabor's analysis is that he goes right to the initial letters written in original Greek by Paul, in Paul's own words, and talks about it from that perspective. So really, you're looking at the birth of Christianity as we know it today through Paul's eyes, through his words. So I encourage people to look at that if they really want to kind of, and there are other scholars and so forth, but Tabor is someone who I've read recently and so forth, and it resonated with my memories of what I recall.